If you're struggling with loneliness at the moment, if you're judging yourself for being lonely, if it's knocking your self-worth, then I have an important message for you. Loneliness does not define who you are as a person. Loneliness is a temporary emotion, a temporary experience because of your current life circumstances. Maybe you're socially anxious and you're struggling to get out there and chat to people. Maybe you just moved to a new area and you haven't made any new friends yet. That doesn't define you as a person. You can't base your self-worth off these ever-changing external factors like how many friends you have. That's always going to be shifting and changing and turning. It's not a solid foundation for your self-worth. Think about it. If you had a thriving, massive social life and then everyone moved away or you moved away and it took you a month to make new friends, for that space of a month, would you lose all your self-worth? Would you suddenly become not good enough for the space of a month just because it took you that long to make new friends? Of course not, right? So you can't base your self-worth off something this shaky. It's not a good foundation. Loneliness does not define who you are. You are worthwhile as a person, regardless of whether you have friends or not. This is just a temporary thing that you're going through. And I know loneliness is savagely difficult to deal with sometimes, but it's even more difficult if it's also making you judge yourself for being lonely. And that's why I wanted to make this video, just to try and prove to you that loneliness does not define who you are as a person. You shouldn't be knocking your own self-worth just because you're lonely at the moment. It's just a temporary thing. You can get yourself out of it, and it's not tied to your self-worth at all. You are still worthwhile. You are still a person who should love themselves, regardless of whether you have friends at this current point in time or not. That is not a defining factor for your self-worth. So I think it's really important that you know that. And if you want to learn how to build your self-worth on a more solid foundation, I'll try and link some videos to help you at the end of this video. But I hope this message hit home for you, and I hope it helps you to stop judging yourself for being lonely, because you really don't need to. If you're interested in these type of videos, self-improvement, philosophy, I upload daily, and that's what the channel's all about. So consider liking and subscribing, and I hope I see you in the next video.